Hey, what's going on? It is Paul Farmer doing a rare Facebook Live. So, what I thought I would talk about today, well, mainly the topic is this, okay? So, I'm part of a group, organization, team, whatever you want to call it. And right now we're doing this challenge. It's a 21-day challenge where we do videos. And, videos have never really been a big thing to me. I've done nearly 2,000 videos now, so it's not like a big deal. But I'm doing my best to keep up with that and do everything else I do. So this is my second video of the day. And what I'm going to be talking about today is the reason I brought this up is because the topic for today is choose someone that is famous, something you went through there, like a book, a course, something that you went through, and then share with share how it's benefited you, what you've learned from it, right? So I read books all the time, and I'm always like, I could think of tons of people I could use, but there's one guy in particular, and of course you can see that by my title, that always stands out to me, and is pretty much the one guy that I really follow. And one of the reasons I do is because I really like how he does things and how he makes something that people feel is very complicated very simple. So I wrote down the name because the name's kind of long. It's a fast track 6-figure formula. Rituals of a Top Producer is the module. Okay, so this was a course that was done a couple years ago. I think it was a couple years ago with the late Mark Hoverson. And Ray Higdon and Mark Hoverson came together and did this course. And they basically shared their ideas about how someone can get to 6 figures quick, right? The fast track to 6 figures. And in one of the modules, a module that I continue to listen to quite often, and I've come back to many, many times, is it's called Rituals of a Top Producer. Rituals of a Top Producer. And the reason why I constantly go back to that chapter, it's not even a chapter, that module in the course. And this course, I know you can still get it. I think if you go to like Higdon Group or something, you can probably get it there. But this module was actually a bonus module. It was Rituals of a Top Producer. And in this module, Ray Higdon breaks down exactly what he did to go from basically making zero to making $50,000 a month. Okay, so and it involves a very simple 3-part process. Now, the only reason this doesn't work is if you don't do it. Simple as that. The only reason it doesn't work is if you don't do it. So there are a lot of people, I mean, I witness it every single day. People are just completely lost, completely don't know what to do when it comes to marketing, when it comes to bringing people into their business, completely lost, completely complicating the whole thing. And a lot of it is because they just don't want to do the activities that produce. They're looking for the easy button. They're looking for the way to do it without having to do any work. And unfortunately, I wish that existed, honestly, because if that existed, it would make it a whole lot better, right? For me anyway. But it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. You have to do the work. So when it comes to, so I'm just going to go over the 3 steps. They're very simple. They're very simple. And I actually put some talking points together. So the very first thing he did was he did personal development daily. And this is something I'm always teaching the people that follow me. I'm always saying, hey, you guys got to do personal development daily. And for him, that meant like an audiobook. That could be a course. That could be, it could be like a video. It could be just a written book. A lot of different ways of going about it. But for him, that's what personal development was. For me, personal development goes a bit further than that. While it's great to read books and all that, I also believe we got to do something to work on our well, it does work on our mindset, but to work on our belief. And that is like, so one of the things I like to do is I write down my goals every day, and I do gratitude every day. So those are just some of the things I do when it comes to personal development. But this is one of the legs of the stool, right? If there's 3 legs to this, so if you take one leg off, you're going to fall over. So I'm going to go to the next one, and the next one is just 20 no's a day. He read this book called 20 Go for No. I'm sure many people know what this is, and the goal was just to get 20 no's a day. And there's people that disagree with this kind of advice, but it worked for him. All you're doing is finding out, you're just messaging enough people, reaching out to enough people, and by getting 20 no's a day, there's going to be some yeses in there. That's the whole concept behind it. Me, I like to do about 25 connections a day. I don't really track my no's. I just go for connections. It's kind of the same thing, a little different, but that is what he did every single day before his head hit the pillow. 20 no's a day. 20 no's a day. Now that could be through follow-up, that could be through reaching out to people first time, but it was combined, right? And he prospected on social media, Facebook, all social media, whatever there was at that time, the phone, business cards, real estate signs, you name it, he did it. Didn't matter. His vision, his goal was bigger than his excuses, right? The vision he had for where he wanted to be was bigger than his excuses. So 20 no's a day is what he did, no matter what. Didn't matter. So there's a lot of lessons in that. The next step, the next thing, the next activity is he created content daily. He did videos daily. He wrote a blog daily. Well, the video was on the blog, right? And the videos were just about valuable content that the market could benefit from, to find value from. And he still does that to this day. He still creates all kinds of value all the time on his blog. It's a little different than he used to do it, but still all about value. And these are the 3 steps. And when you do these steps, you get results. Period. You get results. So while it's not what most people want to do, I know this for a fact, it's not what you want to do. Unless you're just you just like the punishment, right? You just like to go out and get rejected all day and make all these posts and all this. You just love doing that, then cool. But most people, they don't like doing that stuff. The people I'm not a big fan of it. I don't mind making video, but when it goes to prospecting, I'm not a big fan of that, but I know it works. And you don't have to do that forever. It's a season. So I'm going to break down how the process went. And this is what inspired me the most. And this is why I do what I do. Okay. He mapped it out for us. Sure, you could tweak it. You can do some different things a little bit differently, but end of the day, you got to get people to see your opportunity. End of the day, if you're not creating content, you're not standing out from the crowd. Simple as that. End of the day, if you are not reaching out to people on a consistent basis, whether that's through, paid ads, or that's just physically going and reaching out to people, taking the time and doing that, then your business will not grow. If you are not doing personal development, you won't do the activities in the first place because your limiting beliefs will take over. So it's important to do all of those things. So here we go. The first, and I really want you to pay attention to this because it's so important to understand this. There's so many people that just want it like that. They just want success like that, right? And unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. It's never worked that way. It'll never work that way. You're always going to have to sacrifice. You're always going to have to do some work. I'm reading a book right now by Bo Eason. It's called, what's it called? Hold on, let me grab my fantastic book. I'm loving this book. It speaks to me completely. There's no, can't see it. Let's see here. Home. Okay. I'll put that up there. There's no plan B for your A game by a Bo Eason. And the reason I bring this up is because he preaches the same thing. If you want to be great, you got to do the things that make you great. And what are the things that make you great? You got to know what it is you like. So if you are in network marketing or online marketing, you got to do the activities every single day to be great. Otherwise, it's not going to happen, So anyway, I just want to take you through the journey because this really stood out to me. First 4 months, he brought people in his business. They didn't stick. He had basically no duplication whatsoever. So how many of you would you keep going? 4 months, doing 20 no's a day, doing a video a day, getting very, very few views on the video, just not getting very far, no duplication whatsoever, or very, very little duplication. How many of you would want to keep going, right? How many of you would and you know, I'm hoping that you would. I'm hoping that your vision is greater than your excuses. Because if it is, you'll show up every day. If it is, you will get there. But you have to understand it's a process. And Ray Higdon is a great example of this. And that's why I like this course. It's because it's true wisdom from those that have done it before. So here we go. Let's go. So for 4 months, struggle, no duplication. Here we go. Month 5. Month 5 hits. He attracts a couple of high producers, right? Skyrockets up to $10,000 per month. Now, this is based on what I heard in the course, okay? So if there are other details I may be leaving out, I don't know, but this is what I heard in the course, and I've heard him say this stuff many times. Okay, so that's in month 5, $10,000 a month. Remember, first 4 months, barely nothing, right? 20 no's a day, video a day, personal development, like a robot, like clockwork, every day. Look at this, month 7, $40,000 per month. Month 7, $40,000 a month. Now, would you, if you knew, so depending where you are in your journey right now, if you knew that the work you're doing today, all the no's you're getting, all the rejection you're getting, all the sacrifice you're giving, everything you are doing right now, and you're seeing these, like, you're not happy with the results, but if you knew that by month 7 you'd be doing $40,000 a month, would that motivate you to keep going? It would motivate me. Absolutely, it would motivate me. Okay, but that's not the end of this story. Month 10, he hit 50,000 per month, and he never went back. He never went below that ever. Okay, so now he has courses and everything, but that's what he did. 3-step. I know it's not like anything new. It's not exciting, but it's the fundamentals. It's the simple things that make you great. You know, that it's doing the things you don't want to do is how you become successful. Those are the people that become successful. They show up every day and do the things they don't want to do. They don't just go and post their link in a group or in groups and hope someone clicks on their link. They're in the trenches, right? Now, if you're further along, yeah, you could be doing paid marketing. You could create your own funnel and be running traffic to your funnel and make things a little more simple for you. But if you're not in that place, if you don't have the paid marketing budget, if you don't know how to work a funnel, if you don't know how to write emails, you know, then you really need to start with the basics, with the foundation. And these are the foundational steps. This is one version of the foundational steps. Now, Mark Hoverson, he went over some things in this where he was talking about how the reason that this works so well is because you're stacking activities. You're stacking activities that are proven to work. There's no like doubt at all that this would work, right? There's no doubt. Like it's a guarantee that it will work. Now, we don't know how long it will take, but it will work. And I just wanted to share this with you because I got so much value from this. And every time, like, I get in a place and I'm like, man, I'm not getting the results I want. That story inspires me. I go back and I listen to it again. And there's so much more in that course, but that's all I wanted to share today is just, you know, keep going. Focus on the process. I know everybody says this stuff, right? Focus on the process, divorce the outcome. You know, marry the process, divorce the outcome. Because if you're constantly looking at the results you're not getting, you're not going to get any results. But if you are focused on the process, if you embrace the suck, if you understand you got to go through Suckville, you're going to get there. Okay, so just keep moving forward. You got this. This is everyone. See here, this, what I love about this, this is how I'm going to end this. What I love about this is everybody can do this. I mean, even if you've been struggling for years and years and years, I can pretty much figure out what's going on. You're probably not following those 3 things. Maybe all you're doing is going for the 20 nodes. Maybe you're just doing prospecting alone. Yeah, you can get some results that way, but it's going to be a lot harder. The reason it took off for him was he was creating video too. So he's creating content people were seeing, right? And it was establishing know, like, trust. He was being seen as someone that was making things happen. So it's the 3 things combined that create the results. And by following this formula, by following what is taught here, like what he went over, because I've been following it, I've sponsored hundreds of people without paid ads, So this formula absolutely works. I don't do the 20 nodes a day though, but this freaking works. So that's all I got. I appreciate you stopping by and seeing what I'm all about. If you'd like to know more about what I'm doing to create some extra income online, you can just go ahead and visit paulgfarmer.com/win together. And my wife is on the other side of the video here, and she wants to pelt me with a dodgeball. I guess change state or something, but and there it is. Yeah, you go to that link, that you'll learn about what I'm doing, and there's a really strong reason why I put Win Together in there. It's basically because the way it is designed, you get to benefit from my efforts and the team efforts. So it's really cool, and we have like tons of resources and just everything you could ever need to be successful, including this video challenge. All right, thank you for watching. See you on the next one.